menu got stew and ale. Leave your axe at the door.
I don't like that it forces me to be in dark mode.
They changed
The new bar.
toolbar, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean it forces you into dark mode?
The bar is black, like it's dark gray.
Yeah.
So even though I'm not in dark mode, the chat is in a dark mode. My bar is in dark mode.
Bar where?
The
On the
toolbar,
left
the
side?
new toolbar. Yeah, on the left side.
Oh, I haven't clicked try new toolbar.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't want to deal with it today. Already had to deal with dumb Safeway.
Stupid Safeway.
Well, let's have everyone else roll a d20. As last time, those who weren't here missed quite a bit. So it turns out that the Baron was using the tournament as a way to get a ton of money and skip town. And the necromancer who destroyed Baldur's Gate was also using it as a way to lure a bunch of people into one spot so that they could just create a mass of dead people to raise up. And it's up to you all for you to stop the undead army and the necromancer and prevent the Baron from skipping town. So let's. Oh wait, sorry, that's a different D&D story.
Yeah, that's not ours.
That's a higher budget D&D story. But last time, it was celebrated for your success in the tournament. Loki was highly praised. Everyone went back to their respective areas, the champion area and the public side. And before the group went over and had some drinks to celebrate their victory, they did a little bit of investigating of the campsite to try and find out any information. Because before it was just you were pressured by time. You couldn't really get in there and find what you needed. But with some very good rolls from our charismatic bard, she managed to find two...
Wait, we have a new bard?
The closet tiefling of the group. But she managed to find two pretty important items. One was a empty bottle of what used to be eye drops, and and a piece of cloth that had been torn from something that depicted yellow flames on a burgundy background. And she asked the apothecary and the herbalist on either side of her campsite about the eye drops, and it turns out that they're very expensive for being just eye drops. Probably something you wouldn't just use for medicinal purposes, probably something more of a spell component based item. And after that, everyone went to the public side to do some celebrations. Loki billowed his cloak the hardest it's ever billowed. Aja summoned a raccoon again, and they had a night of drinking with abandon, and shenanigans happened. And while Sheila performed in a tavern for everyone in celebration of the Tits victory, she managed to find a fairly well-off nobleman who was smashed, and she asked him some questions about the high-quality cloth that these flames were on, and he drew a very crude sketch of like a children's drawing of a sun, and found out that this piece of cloth was part of a larger design of an organization called the Midnight Soul. And very quickly after he had given this information, he passed out on the floor, and she turned him on his side so he wouldn't suffocate on his own saliva or vomit, and just left him there to turn in for the night while Aja was having the time of her life. One thing that did happen before all this, as soon as you got to the public side, was everyone cheered and clapped and celebrated the Tits' arrival on the public side. And one very brave little girl approached the group and offered an item to the people's hero. They said, even though he hadn't won, he was incredibly kind in helping Aja get away from the shark creature, and throughout the entire tournament, he's been the one that everyone just adores. And she gave him...
Can't believe Kenloy has that kind of public opinion.
He gave him the greatest of all time prize of these ivory goats. So, Cahoon, you now have this magic item in your possession.
Okay. Ooh. It's like Matryoshka dolls, except for you just stack the goats.
Yeah, and each goat does a different thing.
Oh.
I think you can choose if you activate one or if you activate all three at once.
Okay.
And it's not a one-time thing. They turn back to statues when they're done. But you turned in after a rough night of drinking with her raccoon. Aja managed to stumble into the camp, not wearing pants, while her raccoon was wearing pants that were not hers.
At 4 in the morning.
Yes. Just in time to get 4 hours of sleep that elves need.
Yeah.
But after their long rest, they woke up and had some breakfast, and they went over to the public side to kind of investigate. Actually, no, they had normal breakfast. They had just like a breakfast at the public side where people are still getting over hangovers. I think Aja still has that magic hangover cure, or maybe it's Ashe.
I don't know.
But after they ate, they stepped outside the tavern. they were at, the pop-up tavern, and there was a carriage that was waiting for them. This carriage was not accompanied by any creatures that would pull it, but it had a blue dragonborn person who steps outside the carriage doors and welcomed them to their ride towards Samra, which was the place where the winning teams go and have dinner with the Baron. This is the... can you see this? Did something pop up?
Not that I see.
I haven't seen anything.
I see the ivory goats.
Oh, behind them, there's a.
It usually pops up on top, though.
It's a token, so it wouldn't be a handout.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is there anything there?
This guy.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing up.
There's a carriage as well.
Yes.
Or is that
So
is that
this-
on the back?
This is the carriage that was that showed up, and the blue dragonborn that was with it. And you all got inside and found out that the carriage was larger on the inside. A lot of blue things do that, but it was like a stretch carriage. And once you got inside, there was all sorts of foods, hot meals, snacks, sweets, anything that you wanted to eat was in here, ready to entertain you while you were on your hour-long journey to Samra, the noble city that the Tri-Town is part of. So the 3 cities in the Tri-Town area kind of are one big group, but aren't cities. There isn't one big city itself. Samra is the governing city, has a lot of rich people. Most of the governing things here happen here. Iljak is the port and merchant city, where trades come in and a lot of money and economy is handled in that area. And then Shamf is the farming town, where you get a lot of resources. A lot of crafting happens there as well, like tailoring and blacksmithing, raising animals, crops, that sort of thing. So, you arrived in Samra after leaving Shamf, where the tournament was taking place, and it was very fancy. It was very clean. A lot of people here are dressed much more cleanly and stylized than you saw in Shamf. There was a handful of guards in the city. Presumably, not a whole lot of crime happens here. Though a lot of rich people here, it's pretty well kept in security. And the reason is that after some more amazing investigating by Sheila, she rolled 22s and 24s for all these things. She found out that the Midnight Soul is an organization that provides security and laborers for those willing to pay for it. So, as they were walking around Samra, they were seeing symbols of the Midnight Soul, the sun on the burgundy background. Some people were wearing it, some people had it on their shops. as an indication of their dealings or benefits from the Midnight Soul. They asked around a bit. They asked the shopkeeper, and he talked about how the Midnight Soul provides bodyguards and security and helps keep the shop safe. And then they went out and tried to find where the Baron was taking place, or where the dinner was taking place. And they asked some guards where the town hall was so they could speak to who they found out the leader of the Midnight Soul was. His name is Senor Ode Savors. And I have all this information that you found out in this handout, so you can refer to it if you need it. And it turns out that Senor Savors was having dinner with the Baron, with the champions coming by. So they said, okay, well, let's just hang around town until it's time to go. So Ashe and Loki went to the hotel, which was incredibly nice. All expenses paid. Hotel. Where Ashe summoned a badger. And just had a good time there. Loki took a nap, getting ready for his dinner. Sheila was going around town. She managed to collect some money from singing in one of the taverns. She also rolled well again, and though the people here kind of looked down on the group because they're just here because they won something, not because they're born into it or actually are wealthy. So it was looked down on them, but Sheila showed that even though they might be not nobles, but she can still provide beautiful music for them. So she made a little bit of money from that. And when it was time for dinner, Loki and Ashe got back into the carriage, and with the badger is going with them. They were whisked away to the Baron's estate, where as soon as they got out, Ashe managed to detect something weird. She tasted like iron or like steel or something, some metal, and she could smell it as well as soon as she stepped out. It was very faint, but it was there. But Loki didn't sense the same thing. So, keeping that in mind, she just shook it off, and the main steward let them inside, where they met the Baroness. And as soon as they saw her, they were immediately captivated by her beauty. Like, something happened to them where they were just dumbfounded, awestruck, dumbstruck, awefounded, and they felt like this person was incredibly important. Including Kenloy. Kenloy seemed to be a completely different person once the Baroness showed up. He was conniving and glaring daggers at them when they showed up. But as soon as she walked out, he was just mouth agape, speechless. And Ashe recognized the Baron, the Baroness, from somewhere in Thaymarsh. It's like her face was everywhere in Thaymarsh, but had no idea where. Something about her was familiar, as if she'd seen her before many times. But shortly after, the Baroness descended the staircase and greeted our heroes with their rewards. Both Kenloy and Aja got rings. Aja got a ring of the ram, and Loki was presented something incredibly powerful, legendary item, worthy of the...
It's dangerous as fuck.
worthy of the grand champion of this tournament. The Deck of Many. And
fuck! Really?
and
Really? It even was mailed to his house.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he got a
we
physical
got a
copy.
mysterious package that we couldn't open until the game.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
when Loki opened the box to see what was inside, Loki in person opened the package and saw that it was a deck of many things. So, congratulations with that. I will say
Yikes.
that if somebody in game ever pulls cards from the deck, I want Loki in person to draw that for us so that we can use that physical deck. Unless you want to keep it sealed. I don't.
Oh no.
Oh, I can use the camera and make it live.
It maybe not every time make it live, but that's just a lot of work if somebody just wants to go a ham and announce that they're pulling 5 cards and
That's a death
destroy the
sentence.
campaign.
That would be 5 cards. That would be crazy.
Rage quit. The most insane of ways.
I did also edit the deck in this game a bit, because this game doesn't use experience. So instead of gaining experience, you gain levels, straight up levels. This will, since this campaign is only going to 20 only, if you gain levels through these means, you will be able to get past level 20. I will have something for that if we ever get to that. Your characters survive to get past level 20. But as well as the deck of many things, he was presented with another powerful item, the Prism of the Chromatic Wild, which is one of the artifacts that you have been looking for. Well earned, champion. And then after these items were presented, Aja got 1,000 silver, Kenloy got 1,000 gold, and Loki got 1,000 platinum for winning.
Jeez.
Yeah. She said
You have a
he was
little bit of
gonna
money now.
share.
Well, can't bring back my sword.
No, you gotta find it. It's fun Easter egg.
I am the least capable member of the group to try to find the sword.
Well, good thing you're with a bard. I assume the rest of the group came with us and they just went with Sheila.
Yeah, we were gonna do like some catch up once character facts were out of the way. But we're almost done with the catch up. A lot of stuff happened last time.
Next is the mustard.
Speaking of food, actually, the feast was presented shortly after. The Baroness led them through these halls and into the dining hall, where they didn't immediately see this cast of people. Inside was this fun-looking person, where people recognized as the ticket taker for the tournament that was I don't know why I said was. They were taking all the entrance and handing out your special badges that let you go into the champion side. Their name is Kavavek, and they were just going to town on this feast. They were the first one here. They just started eating. They didn't even care if anyone else showed up. And then as the three of you took your seats, Ashe, Kenloy, and Loki, the Baroness sat opposite, and then this funny fellow here, Samo Deepcaller, was introduced, and he is a very charismatic gnome that you might recognize from the tournament. He managed to make his way in, sit directly next to the Baroness, and start munching down on food. Next up, introduced was Senor Ode Savors in the green here, and his bodyguard Melodious next to him. One thing that the characters noted that the bodyguard is just constantly smiling. Like, he's got this smirk on his face like he knows something, but he doesn't say anything as he watches everyone else eat. He also doesn't eat or drink anything. And finally, gracing himself with everyone's presence, the Baron shows up. And everyone stands to signify his importance. He strides in. He doesn't even wait to be announced. He just walks in, sits down, and starts helping himself to the food that's on the table. When he enters the room, Aja's sense of taste and smell heighten with that metallic flavor, though she's still the only one who senses it. And the Baron just casually starts eating and talking as if this is just another day. No pomp and circumstance. It seems like more of a meeting to him, just another meeting to him than anything else. The two close to the Baroness, Kenloy and Samo, make sort of flirty remarks towards her, and both Aja and Loki recognize that she is uncomfortable with these comments. And though before, when she first made her presence known in the foyer, she was flirty herself. Now that they're in the dining hall, she is a bit more shy when it comes to these advances. So, I think that's everything. There's a lot that happened. But we will get started with Sheila. What is your character fact?
Character fact for Sheila. I'm going to write this down as I give you these, just in case there's a test. Well, let's see. All the stuff you guys learned about me before. Yes. Sheila affects the accent that you hear her talking with in order to put people at ease. Her actual accent is nothing like that because of where she comes from, but she has affected her method, her style of speech, just to put people at ease and try to be one with the other humans she interacts with.
actually seems rather good at it.
Yeah.
Well, next up, Aja.
Fun fact about Aja is, let's see here. Oh, Aja's, never really been a romantic. She's never really had a crush on anyone because she's just always been working. Like she was constantly busy. And was pretty distant from a lot of people because, just can't trust people. So she's very confused on the feelings she's feeling. She's very awkward because her parents kind of kept her sheltered in that they never taught her about the birds and the bees. Just like, what is love? And it's like, love is just a concept. It's not necessarily needed for like romantic things. For continuing the race and all of that. And they're just like, oh, one day maybe we'll set you up with fine young elf. And don't worry about it. You don't need to worry about it, dear. That was kind of how she grew up. So she's very confused on why her heart is racing. She thinks she's sick. Like she's got like, a light stomach, like there's something in there jumping around. She's like, oh God, am I dying? Yeah, that's your fun fact.
She's got something in her mouth and nose. It could be.
Yeah,
love.
it's like why is my mouth so dry? Why does my stomach feel like this? What's going on? She's like sweating, even though it's not hot in here.
Could
Like,
be love, could be
this-
blood, She's tasted
Yeah.
it all before.
Yeah. Tasting metal in my mouth. Am I coughing up blood? What's happening?
All right, Loki.
Okay. Well, it seems obvious, but it could be. Let's talk about why Loki spent a whole lot of gold, too much gold, for a billowing cape. That would be because of his crippling self-doubt and imposter syndrome. But he does it makes him feel better. It's kind of a security blanket for the ego. And anyway, he's aware that it's a little ridiculous, but he loves his billowing cloak.
Does the fact that he won the first place of the tournament, is that more imposter syndrome, or is it proving that he's actually capable?
Oh no, that doesn't do anything at all. No, you don't really understand the whole imposter syndrome thing. If you think that would have any impact.
All right. Turns out it's all a ruse to make him feel better about himself, even if he's not better himself.
So we're going with deep cuts here, I think.
Cahoon.
Well, he has perfected the art of falling down a hill or steep angle without getting hurt.
Is he on a roll?
Mm-hmm. Rockin' and rollin'.
It's weird that he's part of the organization that he's with. nature people, because a rolling stone gathers no moss.
Mhm.
And Ponderance? You are muted.
Oh, my apologies. I have both my headset and Discord muted. So I guess in honor of Pride Month, Ponderance is sapiosexual.
Alright, nice. There's a lot of...
Is that basically any sapient creature?
It's a good guess. No, it means being attracted to intelligence.
Oh! Okay, slightly different.
I mean, maybe that's attracted to sapiens too.
a lot of finding out sexualities. This
Seems like a theme.
just discovering her own sexuality in this sense. Ashe.
Hello.
Hello.
Um. Ashe. Ashe will drink beer, but he doesn't really like it. She I don't know, I guess doesn't really like the hoppy flavor. She prefers I don't know, like mead or something else.
More of a sweet person.
Yeah.
Well, we can go back a little bit, speaking of alcohol, to the end of the tournament with the night before, or the morning of, or anything in between. Was there anything that Ashe, Ponderance, or Cahoon wanted to do before you headed to Samra?
Not that I can think of.
Probably just to like say goodbye to the people we met. Although I can't speak for Coon. He ran upstairs to grab dinner.
Okay.
So I may run up there in just a second too. But I'm not sure what he would.
Or if you wanted to do any investigation about the Midnight Soul, either in Shamph or in Samra next day. What would your characters be doing while this dinner is happening, kind of thing? Or you can think about it while we get on with this.
I will think about it.
All right. So we can get back to dinner. Loki, Kenloy, and Aja still in the presence of the two nobles, the announcer for the tournament, the ticket taker, surprisingly, for the tournament, and the leader of the Midnight Soul and his bodyguard having a feast in the mansion, surrounded by guards. What would the two of you like to say or do?
Is the Baron done asking his questions?
Not done. He might come up with some more later, but if you'd like to have some questions of your own.
Does it have to be towards the Baron, or can it be towards one of the other guests? So, like, I could ask, Senor Savors a question?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, I assume there's probably, like, kind of an awkward silence after the Baron is, like, done asking us about whatever. So I'm gonna, like, just kind of, like, Sora, Senor Savors. Are you from here, or? I assume you live here now. How's that going?
Oh, yes, I am from here. I'm not here very often. I do a lot of traveling. But, I came to see the tournament, come to see you all perform. I've got a lot to do. I'm very busy. But I managed to take time for the Baron and Baroness.
That's wonderful. What keeps you so busy? Like, do you have a business to run?
Oh yes, I am in charge of the organization of Midnight Soul. Coming from Champ, you probably haven't heard them. We do quite a lot of business in this area, keeping everybody safe, keeping everyone in business.
Oh, like, is there, like, lots of raids or of the like lots of shenanigans that you protect from, or?
Not anymore.
Oh, very good. Means you're good at your job.
I am the best.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh yes, it's very rewarding, both in my heart and financially, of course.
So, like, how does one join the Midnight Soul? Like, if you're hiring, or is there, like, a strict, interview process?
Oh, we're not hiring right now.
Well, I understand. How did you, like, I assume it's men that you have, or employees? Do they go through, like, a strict process, or is it just like, yeah, I hired Greg down the street?
Oh, we don't just hire any schmuck on the street. We go through a pretty strict process. I pick them personally myself. It's nothing to be concerned about on your part. Though we do hire of people outside of just races of man. It's very I make sure that we just have the best on our team. I don't want any of my clients to be disappointed.
Like, no matter the race or species, or?
No, we don't concern ourselves with that. It's anyone who's capable.
Oh, very cool. Are you expanding your business to other cities? Like, perhaps you'd be interested in, bringing the Midnight Soul to Demarsh, or?
I think we're pretty comfortable here. The Baron has thought it's a good idea to keep it more local. Support local businesses and whatnot.
Yes, always good to support local business. Definitely don't want big corporations coming in, taking your jobs.
You're very quiet.
Oh, sorry. like how'd you come up with the name of Midnight Soul?
Well, I guess one would say it came to me in a dream. It's night is darkest, and we shine out with the souls of ourselves, piercing the darkness.
Interesting. Do you do a lot of work during the night?
Well, it's not strictly the night. People know that in darkness, it's a lot easier for others to commit crimes, and if you need us, we'll be out there. Are you looking to hire someone?
To help us commit crimes? Is that what you're asking?
No, not crimes. Who told you?
Oh, right.
Maybe.
Quick sidebar. Cahoon and Aja both have a sending stone. So you can use it equal times to your proficiency. We wanted to make sure that you could talk to each other in the mansion and outside the mansion.
I see.
So I don't know if that was one of the things you sent her. Probably not.
No,
but
that was the metagaming pigeon.
Oh, okay. Metagaming pigeon. Well, if there is questions, Cthulhu wants me to find out, because it's telepathic, right?
yeah, you hold on to the stone and you both send and receive messages in your mind. "25 words or less. Once you send it, they can respond, and that's one use.
Okay, so another question I want to ask is, do you take on, wealthy clients, or do you do, more of the, median income level clients, my guild? Sometimes when they're traveling between towns, they get raided and the whole deal. But the security for them would be great, I'm sure.
Well, if they can afford us. We mostly handle inside Samra. We have other people in Iljak and Shamf, but they can't quite afford us, unfortunately.
I see. So you're mostly in this location, you're not in those other two locations.
Well, we are in those other two locations, but mostly, yes, in Samra.
Is there an interview process of choosing your own clients, or are you just taking on anyone who can afford?
Pretty much anyone we can afford. Our employees know what's good and what's not. If you do something that's out of line, like committing a crime in front of them, they will not hesitate to bring you in. So I don't recommend that. We're the ones to protect you, not the other way around.
So if a client hires you and they're wanting shady dealings, tax evasions or something of the sort, burglary, you take no part and you turn those clients in.
Oh yes, of course.
Hopefully there's not a lot of that here.
My employees have some benefits a little bit above the law. We are we have a deal with the guard, but of course we make sure that justice is served.
Interesting. I want to do an insight roll on this guy to see how honest he's being, if he's withholding any information, or implying something other than what he's saying.
Yeah. Loki, you can do the same as well. Are you looking for a specific phrase or sentence that he said? Insight, or are you kind of just a general, any of this is...
I think in general, You know, is he putting on airs, or is he being truthful? You know what I mean? Like, do I get the sense that he's just
Hot
kind of
airs.
like, or if he's like, if there was any kind of like facial expression, like, you know, with the you know, our clients are a little bit above the law. Like that kind of tone was kind of interesting.
Okay.
We have connections. Wink, wink.
Loki, you're while this is all happening, you're distracted by the Baroness. She is eating, drinking her wine, paying attention to the conversation between Aja and Savors. The Baron is very interested in how this is going, so he is also paying attention. And Aja, you know that there's like something he's hiding. He's a lot of the things he is saying are truthful and completely honest, but just because he's telling all the truth doesn't, or just because he's only telling the truth doesn't mean he's telling all of the truth.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, what brought on, like, the concept of Midnight Soul? Like, I understand how you got the name, how you came up with the name, but, like, what was the situation where you felt like you needed to create Midnight Soul and bring on, this protection at a cost? Like, was the guard not good enough?
Oh, the city guard can only do so much. In Samara, they keep local. Like any other, there isn't really a military to the Tri-Town area, and I saw that was not the best option. Somebody could just come in and steal all the wealth, and so I thought, I can raise an army, I can help out these people. But it is not controlled by the government. It's privatized, but privatized by the best people. The most, those who can judge what is the law best.
And, ooh, how do I want to ask this? Do you have a system that allows this law to be upheld? Or is it just each member of Midnight Soul determines if they have good judgment or not? Like each member is a judge in that sense? Or is there like a legal process that they go through, like, you know, courthouse, get lawyers, all that stuff?
Well, we try and keep them in pairs. They will judge each other based on what they do is right. But with my strict hiring process, I can assure you that everyone is doing their best to uphold the law and keep everything in order. I completely trust all of my employees.
And how about your clients? Do you trust all of your clients?
No.
Oh.
Of course, somebody's gonna hire them for, hire my people, the Midnight Soul, for some nefarious reason. We can't have that. We have to have order.
And then what happens if, like, somebody hires your men for nefarious purposes, and they are caught?
Like I said, my people will bring them to justice. No matter what.
Oh,
They are
that's
very
wonderful
capable.
to hear. I'll send I think I will send Cthulhu a message. I think I'm gonna send Cthulhu a message just to tell because I'm assuming he's with the rest of the group, yeah? With
Yes.
Sheila and everyone. Okay. So that's not the right keyboard.
While you're typing this out, what would Sheila, Ponderance, Cahoon, and Ashe be doing while this dinner is taking place?
I'm trying to scheme to find the sword.
So is Sheila.
Ponderance will
I
help.
will go along.
Goddamn right you will.
And Ponderance?
He said he
Oh.
will too.
Oh,
Okay.
well, what you know so far, the clues you've gathered, at the crime scene were pieces of charcoal, an empty vial that used to contain eye drops, very expensive eye drops, and a scrap of cloth that depicted flames on a burgundy background that look very similar to the symbol of the Midnight Soul.
Oh.
And the leader of the Midnight Soul is currently attending a dinner with your party members, Aja and Loki.
Have we already done like an Arcana check to see if those are the materials for casting a specific spell?
You did determine that they were part of a spell, but not sure which one it was.
We didn't have any party members who could cast that spell. Or hadn't learned about that spell.
Okay.
Uh,
Could I try and roll Arcana with my knowledge from a past life for that?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what's the... Sorry, I forgot to disable the tournament boons. So neither of those apply. But
Can
so
I
it's 13 plus that.
Can I assist? Is that possible?
9 plus... plus 2, so 15.
Mm-hmm.
Um...
Does the bodyguard? So there was like a table with where we had to put weapons, yeah?
No,
Oh,
you put your weapons in your bag of holding. And you
Okay.
put your armor in there as well because you were very fancy.
yes. Does the bodyguard or senor have weapons on them? Because you said he was in his leathers. He was like in his garb, cloak and leather armor. But do either of them also have weapons on them?
So, you notice that Senor Savors is has like a walking stick. Doesn't look like he has any kind of limp, so possibly some kind of staff. And then Melodious is you do notice that he has a short sword when he walked in. And then for that Arcana roll, so Ponderance has done a lot of research in the the library, and so he would have come across different spells that have these components. Both of them have to do with being able to see, and he knows that while they can't learn it yet, Ashe and Sheila would be able to learn it eventually. So it's a bard cleric kind of thing, kind of a supporting.
Hey.
Okay. I don't know if that
helps at all.
Okay.
Also, with that, I would say that I don't remember if you found out, but the eye drops would cost 25 gold when used in as spell components.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
What is the rest of the group trying to do to find the sword?
Go ahead.
Well, if we think it's, where were the? Have we come across any of the members of the Midnight Soul prior?
While you were at the tournament, you saw no sign of these members or their insignia. It was like completely this coming to Samra, is the first time you've actually seen the full insignia. And Samra has a lot of it. On shop windows, on the armband of people working. It was hard to determine before, but Ashe and Loki saw a hint of the Midnight Soul symbol on the guards that you talked to in town. But they indicated it to the rest of the party, so that roll doesn't need to be made. You all know that those guards had it. These guards were just walking down the street, just normal guards, and you didn't notice the symbol until you stopped to talk to them, and they pointed to where you go to find Town Hall, and Ashe and Loki caught that glimpse of the symbol.
Okay. Well, I still think trying to do like the combination of flying and locate objects was probably maybe the best way to do it. We didn't do that today, did we, or did we do it?
No,
I guess we did. We did it right before the maze, right? So would that have been the same day?
Yeah. That would have been yesterday.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. Anyone else have any ideas?
So, Cahoon, you can add the entire Paladin spell list to your character sheet, and then pick out a certain number every day once you, just like a cleric would. They do half their level plus their charisma modifier. And paladins can learn locate object. So if you wanted to also prepare that for your spells.
Okay. I guess I'm so used to, what is it, Warlock, where you just
So, is that what you're doing? Is someone casting locate object?
I don't know. I was deferring to other people, see what they thought.
I
That
can't
sounds
think of
fun.
anything better, really.
And does flying have its own move speed, or is it your modified of your person's move speed?
The spell has a move speed of 60 feet per
Oh,
round.
okay.
When do you remember seeing it last?
Retrace
When
your
I-
steps. Maybe you just dropped it.
It was there when I went to sleep.
And where was it?
Between my butt cheeks.
Interesting.
That's how I sharpen it. I don't know. It's just, I guess, never talked about it. I guess it would be just beside me or something. I don't know, because it's kind of important. So I wouldn't have put it far.
You didn't notice anything in your sleep?
Nope. I'm a competent sleeper.
Must be nice.
Cahoon, did you have a response to Aja's sending?
What was that?
I had sent her another response.
Oh, I would reply. I would say that maybe you just say that we might want to render his services for trying to find the sword,
Okay.
and see if he makes a response, or like if he.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just see like
Bait it out of him.
okay.
Whoa, I know you like him, but
Yep.
never mind.
Be the masturbator. Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, use your wily charms. I get it. Right.
Charm him.
I'm
Charming.
trying charm.
I'm a crazy girl.
You ever wrestle bear, senor?
You ever get drinks under the table?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If you ever wanted to be anyone's sworn nemesis.
You hit me up. I'll pursue you until
I'll
the day I
earth down
die.
the fuck out of you.
All right. Let's see here. With Cthulhu's response, I'm gonna be like, well, if we are able to hire you, we do have. And I'll look at Loki. Give him kind of a glance of like, I'm saying it.
Okay.
And we're like, we
Loki's
had
like, what do you want from me?
yeah, like, what the fuck is this glance? I was like, one of our teammates had something of theirs that was quite important stolen in the dead of night. And perhaps we could hire Midnight Soul to help us find it.
My people aren't really the investigative type. They're more of keep you safe kind of people.
Well, all right. Well, perhaps we could hire you to keep us safe while we try to find it. Because it is a very powerful item.
Are you planning on going somewhere dangerous?
I don't know, but whoever stole this is up to no good, and it could be dangerous since the item is. And I look at Loki, and then look back at him. Quite dangerous.
Yes, it's quite dangerous.
You've proven yourselves to be amazing warriors. It's something that you feel is dangerous yourself. I don't know if my people are able to help you. You're very strong yourselves.
We'll pay well.
I think Aja is just like getting a little annoyed that like she has to be so polite and can't just say it. I will send another message to Cthulhu. Questioned him about it, tried to offer, payment for helping find sword. He refuses. What do now?
Obviously, the best course of action is to take him hostage.
And I'm like, all right, look.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, Asha just kind of wants to be like, did you take our sword or not? Look, we found evidence of your group taking our sword. That's not great. We're gonna lawyer up. Take this to court.
I guess.
Mr. Law abiding.
Okay, then just respond with you could just tell him, or let's see, 25.
This is the second charge of 3.
Oh, I thought this would be the okay.
I think it's because one sends message and then the other gets a free response back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would just okay. So I'm gonna say, see if he is okay with us taking vengeance on when we see if he's okay with us taking vengeance on the Midnight Soul who took the sword.
Am I able to respond back?
No,
That would be
that was the
Okay.
response.
Okay. Well, with his response of, the Senor's response of like, no, you seem capable. And be like, well, there's only one way to prove that. We believe that we found evidence at our campsite, that there was perhaps a potential, member of your organization who helped, or was there in location when our sword disappeared. So we and my group will take our vengeance on whoever stole our sword. We will find them. We will
kill them.
kill them.
We have a specific set of skills.
We do have a very specific set of skills to hunt them down.
My name is Aja Revas. You took my sword. Prepare to die.
With that, Sivorce slowly turns his head towards Melodius and he says, "Really?"
Oh, you fucking
And Melodius,
Festivus.
for the first time since we've seen him, stops smiling. And
it
he
you?
says, "Isn't that just wonderful? All right, well then." And I want you both to roll insights again. This is not for.
Let me try to do better. No,
Did exactly the same.
That's a
Same
plus.
one.
That's a +6.
Consistent.
Oh my
Okay.
god, a +6 in it too. Jesus.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. Yeah.
At least it wasn't
Okay.
a 1.
True.
The listening to this conversation, the Baron finally says, "All right, I think we have enough of this conversation. Ode, I need to speak to you." And he gets up, and Sivorce is just, all right. All right, yeah, that sounds good. Let's talk. And they both get up and leave the room.
What was my insight on?
Your insight was
A
that
23?
with what you said, the Baron seems troubled,
I see.
and he wants to talk to Ode Sivorce, about something.
Hell yeah.
And
Somebody's in trouble. Daddy's stepping in.
You said it was Sivorce who stopped smiling for the first time?
I
No.
know his bodyguard, Melodius, who
Yeah.
has been smiling and not drinking and not eating this entire time.
Hmm.
He's obviously up to no good.
And once they leave the room, Melodius grabs a rather large piece of steak with his bare hands, and he just bites into it, and he does not look happy.
Staring daggers?
No, he's not looking at anyone. He's just looking down at his food as he's taking this massive bite. Kevavek has, when this whole thing happened, his eating has slowed, and it's just very awkward now. Should I keep eating, or is dinner keep going?
I turned to Kavak and I was like, "You keep eating, buddy. You earned it."
Oh, that's interesting.
Thanks. I'll do what I can.
What about Kenloy? I bet he's reveling.
Kenloy is lost in the Baroness's eyes. It's
Being a creep. Being weird.
The Baroness kind of awkwardly sits in her chair and turns to Samo. So that was. Did you think the tournament went well? Yeah, it went well. My crew did a really good job of making sure I was seen and heard. It was great. I was really impressed by Tits here. Kenloy, you did good too. Kenloy does not pay any attention to him. He's still paying attention to the Baroness. How did the two of you? I see that Kenloy's not really. Hello? Okay, whatever. Aja and Loki, how'd you feel about the tournament? Did I do well? Did you like my performance?
Cool. Yes, I
I thought it was great. I really, yeah, you got the audience going, and that it's all we can ask for.
Wait, so this is the announcer's real self?
Yeah, he's a gnome. He's really short. He's a tiny gnome.
So he's been like putting like a minor illusion or something like the entire time?
Well, remember, he was always accompanied by a troop of wizards.
Wizards to make him huge.
That's great. Okay.
Makes sense, I think, because you don't want to make just a normal 6-foot person huge. They'll be too tall. I'll respond back just like, no, of course, you were fantastic. That's why I praised you and your work that you did. Like, there would be no tournament without you. You're one of the most important, crew of everything of the tournament.
Well, thanks. I was really thankful for all that you did too. You brought everyone in. You put on a great show, the two of you. Ashe, right off the gate. Loki, your cloak was billowy. But I was really glad that you two won. I was rooting for you the whole way.
Of course. If only our
Well,
teammate
thank
could
you.
be here.
So what are they doing? Are they hanging out? Are they enjoying Samra's company? Do you like your hotel? I heard it was great. Oh, what'd you think of the little extra that we gave you? Did you like it?
Oh yes, very much so.
For some reason,
the
it was-
hotel room is great. It's a little more than I need.
Oh, definitely. It'll be so much more than you need. It's more than anyone needs, really. The little boost we gave you is kind of hard to come by. I think they missed the shipment or something. Got lost in the mountains.
Wow, he's just openly saying that shit. That's crazy.
This is a private dinner. What do you think they're talking about out there? Don't really concern yourself. It's really not our business. I'm just curious, this guy's kind of quiet. I don't know what's his deal. Melodious is still just like, after he finishes a bite, digs into the next. Bare hands, no silver, no cutlery. Kavavek is just watching the conversation from the other side of the table.
Can I so is Kenloy just completely gone, or can I do an insight to see if he's still listening to what we're saying and reacting, just focused on the Baroness, or?
Yeah. You can see that he is engaging in the feast. He's eating, he's drinking. But and when someone will talk, he'll briefly look at them, and kind of nod, and then focus his attention back on the Baroness. You don't need to make an insight roll. It's pretty obvious what he's all about.
Okay, so he's just pretty much thinking about the Baroness.
Right, yeah.
And the whatever thoughts he's having that concern that. Interesting. Okay, so he's really charmed.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And Melodious is still just looking down, looking pissed.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of drink a little bit of wine. Is the taste still around, or the smell still around?
The taste and the smell, have faded slightly, very recently.
Like, since the Baron left?
Yes, since the two of them left.
Okay, then I will pick up a bread and eat it.
Okay.
They are cyborgs.
Less metallic. The Baroness.
Maybe he
will-
doesn't use aluminum-free deodorant.
Right.
The whole house is covered in it.
So the floor doesn't sweat.
The Baroness will turn to Melodious and say, "Melodious, darling, could you go get the Baron again? It's very rude to keep our guests waiting. We want to know if we can continue eating or if the night's done or not." And Melodious will just plop down his steak, push his chair back with a very loud screech. Though the floor is carpeted, he still manages to make noise with it. Gets up and turns. He heads out. Well, I'm sorry that this was happened the way this was. Not quite expecting someone to do something stupid. What stupid thing are you talking about? Oh, I'd rather not.
If it's quite alright, is there a restroom or a place where a lady can get freshened up?
Oh yes. The bathroom is on the second floor. If you head out, go back to the foyer where you were greeted and head up the stairs. Some guards will lead you to
Okay,
the washroom.
wonderful. And I will get up and I will head to the restroom, but I'm hoping maybe I can pick out, maybe hearing if there's a conversation going on.
Yeah, so you exit the door and you make your way down, following your way back to the retracing your steps from where the head servant brought you into here. And as you're walking down one of the halls, you hear through one of the doors, not shouting, but a little louder, should be speaking between the Baron and Savorce.
Okay, can I roll like a... What do I need to roll to hear this? Perception?
Perception?
That's a natural 20, baby.
Wow.
You have perceived.
I may not be good at combat, but by God, am I good at outside of stuff.
looking at stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk kind of slow, like, oh gosh, I must have hurt my ankle yesterday, and
My angle.
my ankle.
How quite obtuse of me.
Oh. I'll
with-
roll a d4 for that.
Okay, everyone roll d4s. I want Aja to also roll a stealth roll. If you want, you can, like, as you're leaving the room, put your cloak up so that
If I could.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that gives me advantage on it. Right?
Yeah, pulling your cloak over your head makes you more silent when you walk.
It's the same thing as when you're driving and you're trying to listen to directions and you turn the radio off
Yeah.
so that you can
Exactly.
hear better with your eyes.
You're better with your eyes.
Exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
stealth. That's a 20.
Nice. Okay. So, you pull your cloak over your head and you're like, oh yeah, going to the washroom. And you get to where that doorway is and you slow down and you hear hold on. So, you're walking and you hear, you need to get this cleaned up. I don't care what it takes. You need to stop this now. Really? I need to do something about it? Yes, you were the one who were taking care of everything. Really? Well, you could just answer to him, and Aja, you hear a different language. One you do understand.
Oh.
And you recognize it as Abyssal. And a voice you haven't heard yet says, they don't know where it is. We don't need to do anything. It's fine.
Where is she?
Except Batman. They don't know where it is. We don't need to do anything. It's fine.
I can't keep it any longer. You need to take it.
Who said that? Whose voice was that?
The Barons. And with
The Baron.
with a nat 20, you know whose that is.
Okay. The Baron is saying, I can't keep it any longer.
Yeah, you need to take it. And Savor says, I call the shots. You know this. Now, keep it for a little longer. They will leave, and we don't have anything to worry about anymore. I should be punishing you for what you gave them.
Wow.
It was in the contract. I couldn't say no. Just let them have this one, and they will leave. If they cause any trouble, we will end them. That was the Abyssal.
Okay.
We need to get back now.
So, there's a third voice that I can't tell that's where it's coming from, right? The Abyssal.
Right.
But Savoris was the one that said he calls the shots.
Yes. And, after that, there's a short silence. And, you then hear an Abyssal. No more talking. We're done. We are being spied on. Let's go now.
Oh fuck!
I'm gonna quickly go to the restroom.
Okay.
In your pants.
Take my hood. I'll take my hood off as soon as I get to the restroom doors.
Okay. Well, the restroom's quite a distance away. You'll have to walk past a bunch of guards before you get there. But you can take off your hood as soon as you round a corner.
Yes.
Okay. So, I want you to make a normal stealth roll since you're trying to be quick, but you have your hood up. To try and escape. Okay. So
I unintentionally built a rogue, I guess.
What do you mean
Weird.
unintentionally? You intentionally did that. You were going to be a stealthy archer. That's what you said.
Well, I said,
but
I'm
that's good. That's
Skyrim.
great. We need a stealthy person in the group with all these people wearing.
They heard
heavy
nothing. That must have been the skeever.
Metal. As you are silently booking it around the corner, you just get past that corner when you hear the door very quickly swing open, and you make your way the rest of the way to the foyer. You go up the stairs, ask the guards where the washroom is. They tell you that it's kind of the same path you went on going to the dining room, but on the second floor. So you go north, and then you go west a couple rooms, 2 hallways down a little bit, and you reach the washroom. It's a very exquisite washroom. There's a fountain in the middle, a couple basins around the edges of the room for you to do your business, and then you can use the fountain to refreshen yourself.
Okay. I send the message to Cthulhu. And I will, use the restroom and stuff. And I will wash my hands and wash my face and think like, oh my God, are we going to die? And I just kind of hang out a little bit in the bathroom just to wait to see if I get a response from Cthulhu.
Okay. What did you say to me?
So I said, to Cthulhu, don't worry about the to Cthulhu, that's not part of it, but talked about sword missing. Savors got sheepish, Baron got agitated, took Savors out to have a, quote, conversation, quote. Baron has it. Savors is controlling Baron.
Oh.
We've got to kill the bear.
I will, I guess, stop in my tracks and say that we should probably get to a mansion. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we're like at a... I'm assuming it's a mansion?
Yes, you
We
are
got
at the
here by-
Baron's mansion. You got there
Yeah.
by flying.
Flying. But is there a way to get there by not flying?
Running.
Yes, there are roads that lead to this. They don't always fly. It's just a lavish way to get you, the champions, to the feast. So I want the rest of the party to roll investigation to try and figure out how to get to the mansion, if that's the next step. And Loki, as you're waiting in the room, it's very quiet. Just the sound of Kavavek munching a little louder than they should be. The Baroness is just sipping her wine.
Oops. Where is
Kenloy is slowly taking bites out of his meal.
There we go.
Samo is awkwardly, eating, kind of smiling at his parts. It seems his charismatic nature is kind of running out with this awkward moment. And as you're waiting, you see that 3 individuals enter the room. The Baron, Savors, and Melodius. Melodius is looking deadpan. The Senor Savors is kind of looking in the same cheery mood that he was in when he first entered. And the Baron is looking very stern and gazes at Kenloy and Loki. Looks at and then looks at Aja's empty seat. Turns to the Baroness and says, "Where is she?" Sorry, not like that. He says, "Aja, where did she go? What happened?" "Don't worry, she's just in the washroom." This feast is over. We are done. Congratulations on your victory. Enjoy your prizes. But please leave.
What?
If Aja doesn't hear a response after 2 minutes, Aja's gonna head back down.
Well,
I was just
would've-
reaching for another piece of pie.
I would
When
have
he
responded
did
that
this.
we're on our way. We're trying to make our way there.
I'm not going, what? Well, Aja isn't back yet.
You can take what you want for food. It's just going to the Midnight Soul, whatever is not eaten.
Oh, that's awfully charitable.
Oh yes, we take care of our people. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to hear that, was I? My bad. Okay. Sheila, that's a 16 plus your investigation scroll is 8, so that's a 24. Ashe rolled a 10. Would anyone else like to roll investigation to try and find this?
Yeah, I was trying to. Hold on. It's a investigation.
Yes.
Praise be.
Ponderance, do you want to take part?
Yeah. Investigation.
Wow.
So, Sheila seemed to, in the tavern, get a good idea of, where higher ups are, and, she wanted to make sure that she knew where her friends were headed, just so she could keep a good ear on them. And with what she picked up, Sheila can have it so you all make your way towards the manor. Know that it will be heavily guarded. So if you want, you can roll stealth to try and get to the manor without people knowing about it. If you want to do anything to avoid, it's after the sun has gone down, so you might be able to go through alleyways or try and avoid being seen as you're making your way there. Stealth rules from four of you.
Right, let me do mine.
No.
So,
Remember, you don't have stretches.
Yee.
Disadvantage.
Oof. Gosh.
Sheila's not very good. She forgot.
What is with
to
those
play her
ones, guys?
musical instrument.
Hold on. Stealth.
Dual ones.
Is there anything that you
Can you roll for
do-
Amanda?
Is there anything you can do to Jeez. Yes,
I can
I
take
can
all
roll.
my clothes off. I can doff my armor.
And you'll get
Doffing
a
your armor.
12.
Takes an hour, doesn't it? Or is it?
It takes
10
10
minutes?
minutes.
Yeah, it's 10.
And then donning it again. Do you have anything that would help with stealth rolls? You have inspiration to reroll those ones.
Oh, I think I have inspiration.
I can knowledge of a past life. That's it.
You'll have to reroll one.
Can I lay on hands my other D20?
You can. Other players can give their inspiration to you.
I mean, I rolled an 11.
Sheila had a
Should I
inspiration.
Should I inspire?
I have an inspiration. I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna use
So
my.
Sheila had
inspiration to
a
roll.
point of inspiration.
Well, why did you? Oh, that's right. Never mind. Should I use my inspiration on my 11?
You can use your inspiration to give to Ponderance to reroll that one.
Okay, I will do that.
It's probably a better option.
Sheila's gonna use one of her inspirations to re-roll her 1.
Okay. That's better than a 1.
That's better.
But yes, you can use the knowledge with that. All right, so
Great.
14 is better
Well,
than.
then I will
below
take
10.
back my inspiration.
All right, so you make your way through town,
Oh God!
trying to keep to the darkness out of the lamp lights. It's kind of hard with Cahoon's clanky armor.
It's squeaky.
Okay.
Oil
And
can.
you do manage to find your way to the manor. It is gated, so if you would like to attempt to go over the gate or teleport through or whatever, what was Cahoon's response to?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, I said that we're on our we're coming. We're on our
Oh.
way.
okay. I'm going to. Am I back at the dinner? Like heard the response while I was walking downstairs. I assume.
Yes. So you make your way back to the dining hall, and on your way there, you pass Samo, and he's walking out of the dining hall. He says,
Oh,
"Once again, congratulations. But we gotta go.
wait. Where are you going? What happened? I was gone for
Oh,
like
you know,
5
stuff.
minutes. You know.
I gotta." Looks at his watch, and there's nothing there. I gotta go. It's a good time. Just good luck, and congratulations again. Bye. And he just keeps
All
walking.
right. That was weird. I will. Okay.
You're about to enter the dining hall, and Kivavek has their arms full of food, and as he's walking out, and Kivavek says, "Congratulations, good luck, thank you for the food." And they
What?
continue walking.
Wait. Okay.
Well, all right then.
That was the.
Right?
Aja, Aja,
So we're-
what's going on?
I don't-
It's got real tense in here.
I don't know. I went to bathroom. Is that not allowed? I don't know. I just had to go. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I will walk next to. I'll get next to Loki. Be like, is everyone still in here? Like outside of those two leaving?
Yeah, Kenloy will get up and kind of like shimmy over closer to the Baroness. And the Baron is staring daggers at him.
At Kenloy?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why did they have to? They have an appointment, or like, why did they leave?
The Baron
Baron
says,
said if-
"We're done here. Thank you for winning the tournament and participating. Good luck on your future travels."
Oh,
And with that, he will room.
Can I get an insight roll on the Baron?
Yeah, before he goes,
Yeah.
you both can roll insight.
Oh, I don't do insight apparently. Let's see if it comes up an 8.
Hey!
All right. So what are you looking for with this insight roll?
Does he look nervous, like kind of scared? Or does he look like pissed off? Like not happy?
He looks very mad. He doesn't look nervous at all. He looks, yeah, he looks mad. Kenloi will, go up to the Baroness and say, it was lovely meeting you. He'll reach out and, attempt to, take the Baroness's hand. And, the Baroness will kind of look over at Savor's and then look over at the door leading out and turn back to Kenloi and she'll say, it was lovely meeting you as well.
Is this the front door?
No, this is the dining
okay.
hall.
Okay.
So the Baroness looked at Savor's and then looked back at Kenloi?
She looked at Savor's and then the doorway and then Kenloi. And you noticed that, both of you noticed that her attitude seems to have lightened once again.
The Baroness has?
Yeah.
Her attitude, what?
Her attitude's lightened up. Like she's not so annoyed or bothered by Kenloi?
Or
She wasn't annoyed. She was just more embarrassed before. But now she's
because of
very
the
calm.
king? Or
Oh, I don't know.
And Kenloi will grab her hand and lightly kiss it, bow, and she looks like she has a smirk and blush. And he then turns and makes his way out. Before he leaves completely, he will turn to her and with one final glance and then leave the room.
I'm looking at the banquet table. See, one thing I'm doing here is kind of like just stalling for time for a bit. Do I see something like almost a whole ham or something like that?
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah,
Yeah?
you do.
Yeah.
You see
I'm
all
gonna
manner of
help-
meats.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Loki with that.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this big fork, stick it in the ham, and pick it up and walk over to Savros and say, "Can I get a doggy bag for this?"
But as Loki is picking up the ham, like I'm gonna lean in, like, "Oh, let me help with this. And we just gonna take whatever you want," and then I'm gonna whisper to him, like, "Baron has it. It's a sword.
What?
Can't. I think the Baron has the sword. Savors is controlling the Baron."
Oh.
I want you to
I
roll
don't think-
stealth for this.
Okay,
Just whisper.
I'm just trying to whisper
Yeah.
as quietly as I can. Oh God.
But,
Oh,
but
God, what
Loki's
happened?
hearing isn't great.
Oh no.
What's Loki's passive perception?
Oh, actually, my passive perception's fairly high. Let me find it here. Passive perception 21.
Dang. All right. Roll stealth.
Ah!
16.
Aja. Okay.
Oh, he stumped me.
And
Oh, he's after me. Where is everybody?
Aja, you successfully whisper this to Loki. He hears all of it, and when you do say that, Melodious will. Well, he was going to grab the turkey and rip off one of the legs as Loki is presenting his ham hock. But when you say this, I'll just say that Loki sees Melodius reach for the short sword on his side.
Okay. I see him reach for the short sword. I'm going to fling the ham straight at him and then fake stumble towards the table and say, oops!
He's gonna ham.
Look out, he's grabbing an arm!
Okay. So you toss the ham at Melodius, and taking his hand off the turkey leg, he will pull out his short sword and cleave the ham into very anime style, where both hocks of it go on either side of him, and hold his short sword out. He looks even more annoyed with this, and Savors will go, "Whoa, okay. Baron says we're done here. We are done. Let's everyone put your hams and hands away."
Hams? Yeah.
Baroness, it was lovely being here.
Well, I don't think I want that ham anymore. Yeah, can I take this turkey?
Please take whatever you like. Just
All right, well, can I get a bag for it? I don't want to get my cloak greasy.
Don't you have a bag of your own?
Well, no, I don't. Yeah, a bag, a piece of oil skin. I could wrap it in. A basket.
When you're mumbling this, a guard will come in and come up and approach Savors from behind and lean in as if they're whispering something. And
Aja's. So after the whole turkey's getting sliced, Aja and Savors was like, whoa, let's everybody calm down. Aja's gonna be kind of making her way towards where people would have to exit and be like, whoa, maybe I can find the bag. I have I think I left some stuff out there or something.
Pocket sand.
So this picture isn't really depicting of what the room is like, but there's only one. There's one entrance where Savors is next to. There's another one that leads outdoors, on the east side. So there's one on the south, one on the east, which is the right side. And
essentially what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to grab Loki and be like, as soon as Savors is like, whoa, everybody calm down. I'm gonna grab agreed, yes, me and my friend here, we have to go outside now. It was a lovely dinner, everyone. And try and make her exit to their back our carriage, because I'm assuming that's the way that our party's coming.
okay.
But I didn't get my turkey yet.
We have turkey at the hotel.
Well, we have the rest of the group. They would like to bring them something.
Of course, the group, they're getting to go right now, I believe.
I'll grab that bowl of pudding. How about that? Okay.
So as you're turning to go leave the room, you do see the guard come up and whisper to Savors. Loki, with your amazing passive perception, you hear what the guard says. You hear them say, "There are intruders." And that's it. And then Savors is like, "All right, yep. Good time for you to leave. I hope I don't see you again."
All right,
just let me grab this plum pudding here, and I grab this bowl of pudding off of the
I'm trying to carry Loki out. And I say to Savors in Abyssal, I'm sure we'll meet again very soon.
Mhm.
As
Ooh,
I try and pull Loki out to leave.
that's a spicy one, yes.
All
Are
right.
we still at the gate?
And I'll go. I go with Aja.
Yes. So, as they're making their way to the front door, we'll say that you are at the gates, trying to get
We're
through.
at the gates.
No,
Is our
not
carriage-
Aja and
Oh.
Loki.
Oh, sorry.
The 4 others.
Well, is this gate like a wrought iron, or is it like, what does it look like?
It looks like it'd be very hard to break into since this is the Baron of the Tri-Town area. They want to keep people out, no matter
Challenge accepted.
what. Yes. You can see through it, so I mean,
Okay, is it mechanical? Is it just has a lock on it? Like what's its deal?
it has, as far as you can tell, an ordinary lock.
As Aja was pulling me out of the room, I whispered to her, "They're here."
I know they're here. I whisper back. I know they're here. They were on their way. That's what I said. They're coming to go.
Oh, and now they're here.
And now they're here.
They're
Hooray.
coming to go. I would because Asha had asked about Misty stepping to the other side of the gate, so I was wondering if that looks like it would be worth it, like if she could get on the other side and unlock it or something, or open it, or are there people other gate watchers?
There are many guards that are patrolling the grounds. There is a significant distance from the gate to the front doors of the manor. Many hedges lie in your path. But yeah.
Okay. Then assessing, I don't know when this would be canonically, but I would send the last charge to Asha and say that we are at the gate, but it doesn't seem wise to break in at this moment.
You have already used your 3 charges.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just yell it really loud.
Hey, we're here, but we don't know if we should break in. It might alert them to our presence.
My phone's dead. I texted here.
And I'll turn to the rest and say, sorry guys, she's left me unread.
New stone, who dis?
Yeah.
Okay, so
How dare.
you are
Really need to upgrade the plan.
you're at the gate and you're kind of looking at the manor, trying to figure out how to get in. And as you are kind of assessing things, you see who you recognize as the ticket master, walking out with a lot of food in their hands. And as they are walking, the guards kind of look at them weird and just shake their heads and keep their patrol. And then Kavavek will continue walking. And as they get to the gates, gates will automatically open for them, like magic. And they will walk out, and as soon as possible, the gates will start to close with with them leaving.
The gates that the group is standing by.
I
Well,
don't know
that's
if
no
they're
fun.
still standing by, if they want to hide while Kavavek walks through them.
No, we're
Yep.
standing right. I was standing right there.
Okay, well, Kavavek sees you and says, I don't think you want to go in there. There's not a whole lot to see. It's a pretty scary situation. They got a lot of food, though. It's pretty good. So Kavavik is not being quiet at all as they talk to you.
Pretty typical. Alright,
I'm walking here.
Does Kavavik recognize Sheila?
They recognized everyone here,
Oh.
Oh,
they don't seem to be making any
They're not
moves to
stopping.
alert. They're not stopping. They're not making any moves to alert guards or anything. They're talking quite loud, but just keep walking.
Okey-dokey.
Now, what
So
would
the
you like
gate's
to do
open. Gate's
as the
open.
gates slowly close?
How are we going to open this gate?
Well, I don't know if we're just gonna run in. How many guards are there?
You can take them. It's fine.
You see that they are patrolling in twos.
do we need a diversion?
Have a
Do you-
badger in the carriage.
A diversion will make some sort of noise. So if you want to continue to try to stealth, you may.
Oh, right. Hmm.
Do you have a minor illusion that you could throw a voice or two somewhere?
Hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Can
Oh, yeah.
I have my badger do something?
Okay, so we'll go back to the two inside the manor. You can exit the front door. You see you see a carriage, possibly the one that Samo arrived in, flying off. It's slightly smaller than the one that you came in on. But you see one flying away. Your driver is throwing meat to the badger. It seems like he has grown tired of this game, but the badger has not. So he's just like, yeah. Yeah, you got that one. Yeah, great. Oh, hey, you're back. How was it? A lot of good food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Very good. Yep.
I didn't get my ham.
Oh,
It's okay.
They
We
have
can-
great ham there. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
maybe we can go back in and get the ham. Do I see the party at the gate by chance?
No, it is too far for your dark vision.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna whisper to Loki, like, I think our group is by the gate. I don't know if they've gotten in or not, but how you want to do this?
I think we go back inside, and I'm
But-
gonna play like an idiot that I still want to get my doggy bag.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to gate to see if group is there. I'm gonna try and find the rest of the party. You
So
can
like I'm
distract
gonna
them.
try to stall and confuse them, and just get everybody here as quick as you can.
Okay.
Maybe we can get inside without having to deal with all the outside guards.
Sure. Got it.
Okay, good luck.
All right. Loki's gonna, I'm assuming, head back in. I'm going to step next to the carriage to get on. I'm going to tell my badger, try and distract as many guards as you can. I'm gonna get into the carriage, but I'm gonna tell the carriage driver, like, oh, please stop at the gate because I want to, like, just have one more view of this beautiful mansion.
What about your friend?
Oh, don't worry. He'll be right back. Actually, you know what? I'm going to actually walk down to the gate if that's all right. You stay here. Don't worry about my badger. He's got to go to the bathroom.
Well, it's not advised. You can't leave without me.
Well, how much will it be to make you stay here and just wait?
Well, I mean, my job is to take both of you out, so.
But I'm asking to hire you as extra, for overtime.
It's gonna be pretty expensive. I am being paid pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Offer him 10 platinum.
I offer you 10 platinum.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna wait for the two of you. I'm getting paid 100 platinum a day from the Baron. So.
Wow.
Oh my god.
He is so rich.
Yes. It's amazing that it's interesting. All right.
Should ask.
Yeah.
Should ask
Mug
if
the
they have any
driver.
job openings.
Jesus Christ. All right then. Freaking. Sure. At least just you want to stay here and wait for my friend. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Well, I'll wait for both of you.
All right. Cool.
I can't go anywhere without both of you in my carriage. So.
All right.
I see your badgers gotten bored of the game. That's fine.
he's
I was
got to go
bored of
to-
it too.
Yeah, he's gonna go use the restroom. Find a nice spot to be. Don't worry about it. It's not part of your job, you know.
Yeah, it's not. I guess.
Sorry for being so difficult, and I will book it to the gate.
Okay.
There's a lot of guards, you say?
Yeah. I mean, there's every 100 feet you run, you see a pair of guards. You don't have any kind of light on you, so you can only see your 60 feet of dark vision. And you can look behind you and see the manor illuminating the front part, but
Okay.
yeah, it's 500 feet to the gate, I would say. So you come across 5 sets of 2 guards.
Okay. I will activate my boots of speed. To try and move as fast as I can.
Okay. And with when you see guards, you see that they have their weapons drawn since they have been alerted to intruders.
Intruder. Who are you calling an intruder?
Let's
I
go
will.
to. Okay.
So I was going to pull out another animal.
Okay.
That's another giant badger. So I would throw this 30 feet away behind me to try and distract the guards. Like, where the fuck does this giant badger come from? And I hope the badger does badger things like, angry hissing.
Do you want the badger to engage in combat with the guards? Or you just want it to agitate them?
I want it to agitate them and try and lead them away. Try and
Okay.
just be a distraction.
I want either you to roll Arcana, or not Arcana,
Oh, shit.
Animal Handling, or I want the badger to roll Persuasion. To see
Go,
how
badger.
well this badger
Do we
distracts the
trust
guards.
my rolls or do we trust the badger?
Well, the badger probably doesn't have any proficiency. Persuasion.
True. So I'm persuading the badger?
Your
Or the
animal
badger's-
handling. How well you can get the badger to do what you want.
But it says it follows my commands.
No, I'm talking about how well it will
how
follow your
it
command.
executes the commands.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Okay. That's a 10.
So the guards see a badger show up, and they have much more important things to do, like the intruders that they heard about. So they will continue to patrol around as the badger makes angry noises at them. But you can get to the gate where your friends are. Let's go to Loki real quick and see what he's doing.
Okay, well, I ran back into the house, and I'm heading back up towards the banquet room.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm going to encounter somebody along the way.
You encounter the Baroness. And
I encounter the Baroness.
Did- Did you miss something? Did you leave?
Yeah. I've just got to go. I've just got to go get my food here. Still looking for a bag, and I run past her,
Okay.
or at least try to run past her.
Okay. Yeah. So she's not gonna stop you.
Okay.
And when you're running through these rooms and halls, occasionally, like every other room, you will encounter a pair of guards. They won't really do anything. You see the ones that are going through halls just patrolling. You see the ones that are in rooms standing guard, just keeping an eye out.
Okay.
So you
Let
make
me
your
know.
way.
Let me
None of
know if
them-
I see the Baron or Veros or whatever his name was.
So you're going back to the dining hall?
Yes.
Okay. So you successfully go all the way back to the dining hall, and
Uh-huh.
when you're there, you see Melodious and Savors has not left, and they turn to look at you. But Savors says, "Oh, did you forget your magic item? You'll probably need that."
Oh no! I need my midnight snacks here. I didn't. Did you ever find a bag for me?
You have a bag on you. It's your bag of holding.
I don't have a bag of holding.
Do you not?
No.
Oh. Who does?
I do.
Oh, it was Aja, Ashe, and Ponderance. Okay, sorry, never mind.
Besides, I wouldn't want to get it greasy.
Well, you're not getting a bag.
Maybe if you have some oilskin or a coated paper, butcher paper like that. Here, let me just go. I'll just keep. Don't bother me. I'll just keep looking. And I leave the dining room. And I keep looking. I'm looking for the Baron. I'll just go room to room.
Okay. So you make an investigation roll. And are you trying to hide, or are you just trying to run and find rooms?
Nope, I'm pretending to be a moron and just openly going in room to room.
Okay. So you're going through all the rooms. You find various lounges, game rooms, studies. You don't seem to find him.
If I happen to see a container somewhere, I'll grab it.
Okay. So you're looking all around. You find a music room, several meeting rooms, and you do make your way to the kitchen. You could find a container you'd like in there.
All right. If there's something like there's a metal pot. That'll work just fine. I'll take this big, like a 8-quart metal pot.
Okay. It's a bit awkward to carry around a metal pot everywhere, but you managed to put. The kitchen also has some food. You notice that though the meal seemed to have just been prepped before you got there, everything in this kitchen is very clean. So it seems like whomever made it, that was all they had to do, and then they cleaned up left.
Okay. No, I'm not going to put anything in the pot. And it's only an 8-quart pot. It's not that. It's not that. It's not a huge pot. So
No, but
hold
if
it in
you're
one hand.
carrying it, it's. Yeah.
Oh, I won't be carrying it for long when I. Okay. All right. So I'll leave the kitchen and keep searching.
Okay.
Is there another floor? I assume there'd be another floor.
Yes, there's a second floor.
Oh, I'm still on the ground floor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I go up to the next. I make my way to the second floor.
Okay. You go up. You go into the foyer and make your way to the second floor. And once you enter the hall of this room, the guards will see you and tell you, you've overstayed your welcome. You need to leave.
Oh, well, I just have this pot that I needed to deliver. So I'll only be a moment, won't be in your hair at all. And I just try to bull my way past him.
Make athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, okay, I'm really just going to push past them.
Well, they're gonna try and grab you.
Okay.
Yeah, they both attempt to grab you, but you manage to push your way through. And when you get to the next set of doors, you attempt to open them, but they seem to be locked.
Okay, so
far the doors you encountered on the first floor were all unlocked, but the second set of doors you've gone or tried to go through are locked, and the guards will follow you and try and grab you to get you to leave.
I just want to give my regards to the Baron. I didn't have a chance to before so if I could just let me say goodbye to the Baron and give him my compliments. Do you know where he is? I'm moving all this time, moving down to the next set of doors and testing them. Even if I'm running,
each set you try, it seems like they only wanted you to be on the first floor, and once you are done, you don't have free reign of the manor. And they will continue to try and grab you and say, whatever regards you have, you can leave with us. Please leave the premises.
But I haven't found the Baron yet.
And you will continue to not find him as you are leaving this manor.
Well, I shoved my pot at one of the guards. Well, here, will you hold this for me? What's he do?
He doesn't grab at it. He tries to grab at you.
Well, but I've got the pot between me and him. So I'll push him away with the pot, and I'll keep running.
Okay.
Testing more doors.
Make another athletics.
Okay.
They've never met you.
Ah, damn it!
So you manage to push one away, and the other one grabs onto you. You are now grappled.
Grappled, okay.
Do any of your runes help with certain checks?
With certain checks?
Yeah, like a skill check.
No.
Like you have passive runes, right?
Yeah, but it just a sec. The stone runes, dark vision and stupor, the frost rune. The frost rune gives me advantage on charisma checks, or animal on animal handling or intimidation checks.
You just have to proclaim, "Get your hands off me, you animals!" first, and then you can make the check.
If you want to make Oh, geez.
So I do have advantage on an intimidation check, so that's about the best I can do.
Yeah. You also have advantage on insight checks with your stone room, so that would have helped a lot at the. But you can make an intimidation roll if you like. With advantage.
Oh, that's true. I do have advantage on insight checks. God, I always. Anyway, okay, so so see if I can intimidate the guards.
Yes.
Okay, well, having advantage didn't help.
It helped you not get a 1. So.
Well, I wouldn't have even rolled the second time. See, it wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So, with the first one grappling you, the second one will come in, and you try and break free and get them to take you to the Baron. But they start moving you towards the double doors that lead to the staircase down in the foyer. So you are now being pulled towards the exit.
The first floor.
Yes,
Right.
first floor. You'll go down
Where the rest
flight
of my group is going to be soon anyway. So, all right, this is fine. I mean, I'm going to struggle a little bit to slow them down, but I'm...
Okay. Yeah, so you are being pulled down. Let's get back to Aja in the time that Loki has been rummaging through the manor. She has been sprinting towards the gates, throwing badgers at people. This is quite a heist.
Quite a heist. We're so good at heisting.
I don't know if that's the word for it.
Definitely was not thought out. It's all instinct, and some of it's bad instinct. Anyways, if I... Gosh.
How does the other 4 people meet Aja as she runs at you?
Well, we're sneaking. We're trying to be sneaky.
Did they go through the gates?
I didn't get a response from that.
Well, we're trying to sneak through the gates, right?
The gates had opened when one of the guys had walked through.
Oh,
And
right.
the question was if you guys went through at that opportunity or not.
Right. No,
Wasn't that the stealth roll we did?
That stealth
I
roll
thought
was
that
to
was.
get to the manor without being spotted.
Oh, okay. So yes, I want to try to
Yeah,
sneak
I thought that was the plan.
through the gates.
Okay, if you're sneaking through, roll stealth. It's a group roll, you know.
Please.
What's the best of the group? Since Aja is sprinting, she's probably not stealthy.
Okay.
No, but as soon as I see the group, I think I will try and stealth. Like,
Okay.
if it's just diving into some bushes and then stealthing the rest of the way.
Cahoon, do you have a stealth roll?
He may not be able to hear you. Margaret needs her card table.
disregard that. I didn't roll for anyone.
If you saw that, no, you didn't.
I did not roll a natural 1 for anyone. Okay, well, you run through the gates as quietly as you can. Aja enters those who can see's dark vision, and suddenly gets down and kind of spooks you out of nowhere. Your stealth is very good. So, now that the 5 of you are together once again, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
That's very good.
I would hope so.
So now the stealth rolls are 19, 26, 22, and 29.
And I'm gonna say, like, I think shit is going down. Like, the Baron, they had their conversation. The Baron has the sword. He was talking to Savors about how he doesn't want it anymore. And Savors said to him, I'm the one in control. I am the one that you listen to. And then there was some other character talking in Abyssal. Don't know if it was either of them or just a third entity, but they were like, no, yeah, everything will be fine. Oh, they just give them this one item and then they'll leave you alone and they'll forget about the thing that we took from them. Or something like that. I don't know. I was very stressed out the entire time. Oh, am I still charmed? Like about the Baroness?
Well, she's not directly in your sight, so it's not really that big of an issue right now. It might be later when you see her.
Okay.
Also, at the gates, the taste and the smell of metal is faded to almost nothing.
Okay. Well, anyways, I will kind of tell them everything that I overheard. And as we're heading towards, I'm assuming, let's head to the gates. Loki went back inside to try and cause more distraction.
Yeah.
Savors, I think, I didn't see him leave.
Oh, so we don't see Loki.
Does anyone have a find object?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as soon as we get near mansion or in mansion, maybe cast that. Yeah. Got my badgers that are distracting, hopefully. Yeah, and I'm gonna try and have them briefly. I'll deactivate my boots. So I assume it's probably like what, 2 minutes of use.
Total? Probably not. Do they reset on the long rest?
Yeah.
Dawn?
Yeah.
My headset's gonna die.
So you probably had it for like a minute to get out here. So that's it.
Okay. So then I'll deactivate it because I know the group can't move as fast as I can. So then I'll just go at their pace. And I'm gonna try and during this time of movement try and like put my gear on, pulling like my weapon out of my bag. I don't know if I can get some of my leathers on.
It will take you, I believe, like 5 minutes to don your armor since it's lighter.
Okay.
So if you want to take 5 minutes and do that while you're discussing where to go, what to do next.
Sure. And I'm also going to give... Who's the main caster in our group? Is it... Ashe? Okay. For Ashe, I am going to hand her the Ring of the Ram. Like, I think you could use this more than me.
So Ashe has the ring now.
Okay.
All right. So what would you like to do next after Aja has donned her armor?
Before we go inside, we haven't gone inside yet, right?
Right. You're still.
She's doing this outside.
Yeah.
Before we go inside, I want to find a place, like as we're walking to the manor or whatever, where I can grab, like, I don't know, a couple rocks or a flower or something.
Okay. You do see there are gardens around, flower and rock gardens, just to make everything look very nice.
One that looks kind of out of the way where we could hide.
Okay. So in a patch of flowers or in a rocky area that you might be able to escape to if needed.
Alright. I grab one of the flowers and stuff it in my.
Okay. So what would you like to do next? Once Cahoon gets back, we'll have him roll a stealth.
Sorry, I'm here. I was.
That's okay.
Nice.
I didn't roll for you.
Definitely not.
We'll get a stealth roll, and then we'll add +10 to that, so that Pass Without Trace boosts your hiding skills. Well, it's 13.
Excellent.
Better than a 1.
Oh, I'm gonna use my well, I guess you're not gonna. Are we gonna constantly? Is this for the entire duration, or are we gonna have multiple of these rolls?
This is for the whole.
For Pass Without a
then
Trace.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
I thought you gave your inspiration to Ponderance.
I thought he used his ability to.
No, his ability
you did
gives him the
give
I
it
D6.
to me
see.
'cause
Okay,
I had
yeah,
that
okay.
one.
I understand. Okay, I
Somebody else can
misunderstood.
give you their inspiration, though, if they have
I
it.
can give you my inspiration.
Okay. Then I would like to try to re-roll this then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker!
We'll go with the 13 because that was the first roll, and that was because you don't have disadvantage, so that you rolled
Yeah.
3 times total. So you get a 13 plus 10, 23.
I see. Okay.
All right, so your lowest roll, I believe, is a 19.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you like to do? Make your way to the front of the manor?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there was a back entrance, was there? No, wait, no, you said there was a way outside from the dining room.
Yes, there was.
I want to try and see if I could figure that out.
you to roll just Aja, roll survive.
26.
So you're leading the group around the back to try and find where the dining hall is, and you see the patrol guards walking around, and you time your movements with theirs. And so with that 26, you do really well in waiting for someone to patrol by, and then moving, and then stopping in one spot, letting them pass, and then go. And you manage to make your way around the back of the manor, and you can see as you go around the house that there are windows that look into the building, and you see that both Savorce and Melodious are still in the dining hall talking about something.
Alright, there's Savorce and a bodyguard. I don't see Loki, but we want to just enter in here now? No Baroness in there?
Okay,
Nope,
so
just the two of them.
There's no
and where am I
guard
right now?
immediately next to us, right?
Loki is being escorted down the foyer stairs outside through the front entrance. It has
Okay.
not been communicated to anyone that you would go into a different entrance. What was your question, Ash?
Whether there were guards or whatever in our immediate vicinity.
Since Aja rolled so well to be avoiding guards, I would say that immediate vicinity, no, there are no guards around.
I'm
but
gonna very quietly cast the locate. What is it? Locate object. Since it seems like we're gonna go inside.
So it's got
1,000 feet, I believe.
it has a verbal somatic, so you can't do it quietly. It will be a normal talking voice. But the pass without trace helps with your keeping things quiet. So you cast it, and you we're almost done. Okay, so I'm taking you to the map.
I think maybe I need to reload Regaining Lost Power. I've never seen him. I've only had a scene of the village for the entire
Oh,
thing.
you need to get out of the trial mode.
What the
The
hell
what?
is trial mode?
That's what you're in right now. When you clicked on the let me see the new toolbar.
Oh,
But I didn't click on it, and I just have a picture of the village.
same.
Well,
I'm gonna launch game.
I've been going back and forth between different scenes. We had the front of the manor, we had the dining room, and then the front of manor again, and now we have a map.
But I don't
Mine
think-
is a village.
Did you refresh?
I usually don't have to.
I understand.
So for me, when I was in the trial, the demo of the toolbar, side toolbar, I noticed that like you were talking about stuff in the dining room, but I didn't see anything. I just saw the village. So I went to the top of the toolbar where there was like 3 dots, and there was an option to exit out of the demo. And then it like reloaded, and then I was able to see the dining room.
I never opted in, but I just
I-
refreshed and it showed me the dining room for the first time. It showed me the village the whole session, so I thought we're just doing theater of the mind.
We were.
Alright.
This is the first time I've brought up a map.
Okay, I see my character now, but only my character. I don't know if I'm supposed to see anyone else.
The way God intended.
Rude.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
Well, let's.
How's that?
Yep. Now I see people.
Okay.
Are we supposed to see the window and door icons?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Figure it out.
Okay. All I have is black. I don't have
You
any
are-
scene.
Yeah, you gotta move, zoom out. You see anything now?
I'm at the lowest thing it can possibly be,
Okay, and then
and
look all the way to the left. Can you
No,
see my-
he's
not
not.
with us.
He's not with you. He's more in the center.
Oh, can you see my ping?
oh wait, okay. I had to zoom in a whole.
Can you see
Okay,
your
I guess I
token?
can see something.
Oh, that's so trippy. Okay. Oh, weird. If you zoom out too far, if you zoom out all the way, then it makes the thing like scale normally. But if you zoom just a tiny bit, if you zoom it a tiny bit in, then it fucks up the proportion and puts it in like a tiny square at the very top left of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a scene now, and I assume it's a different scene than everyone else has, since they're in a different place.
It's the same map, but you are seeing something different than they are.
I'm on a different area of the same map, so
Correct.
yeah.
But
I am down. I'm down to the bottom of the stairs now, and on the first floor,
yes.
the same floor as the dining room.
Yes.
Book it to the dining room.
So I wanted to bring you all to the map so that when you cast your locate object, I could indicate which direction the object is located. So you are finding it that way.
All right. I'll whisper. I don't think it's in the house. It's somewhere over that way.
Also, down.
And down.
Yes.
Like basement?
You know the exact
Maybe.
distance?
The what?
It's It's just the direction, not the distance away. So yeah, you know direction, where it is. Loki is being escorted out the front, and you are outside of this.
Where is the front?
Down?
Is it
Front is that.
here? Oh, here?
It's all the way down this way.
Oh.
Hey, Alex. I have a mildly off-topic question. How large is the giant goat?
What?
I think it's size large.
Would that fit in the hallway?
We're not in a hallway.
It's not right now, I don't think, but yes, size large is roughly 10 feet high or 10 feet long for quadrupeds.
If I was riding on said large goat in a hallway, would I be able to fit?
Depends on the hallway. A standard hallway would probably not, but in a larger place, probably yes.
Okay.
Well, now that you can see what's sort of going on, we will end it there. And you can think about what to do for next time.
Okay.
Thinking of giant goats.
Kill the bear and men.
Kill the bear! All bears must die!
What about the Baroness?
I don't know about that. She seems innocent.
Facilitating.